Hello, so today I'm going to do a therapeutic yoga class. It will be about 25-30 minutes. It's gentle, it's an all over body. You can do it anywhere on your holiday, in your office, at your home. So we're going to begin with a meditation so you can start on your back so you are relaxed enough. Just to mention, if you have a book, if you have a chip block, something of this shape, strap, a blanket, or I have felt pads, so I use these, I roll them up to create different props. And of course, a block. If you have a block, if you have large books, you can use those, and you could leave the block out as well. All right. So we're going to just begin lying on your back, taking awareness of your breath. Keep the knees bent or straight. Rest your hands on your belly or beside you. So just start to take awareness of the quality of your breath. And just start to bring awareness. I want you to feel the breath on your nose. You're going to start to bring your breath into the back of your throat. In yoga, it's called an ujjayi breath. So you can slightly tighten the throat. You're going to begin to feel the breath there, and then the breath becomes more auditory. So just play with that. You're going to feel the sensation of your breath in your chest, the rise and the fall. Now you're going to feel the rise and the fall of your breath at your solar plexus, where your ribs meet together. And taking that breath all the way down to your belly. So begin to feel the rise and the fall of your breath at your belly. Now begin to take notice of all your body, from your toes to your feet. Feel the ankles, the calves, the shins. Feel your knees, back of the knees. Begin to feel the hamstrings, your thighs, all the way to your buttocks, the hips, the pelvis. Feel your belly. Move to the lower back, middle back. Come to the front where the ribs are and they meet together. Coming to your chest. Wrap around to your upper back. Moving up to the shoulders, all the way down your arms to the palms, the back of the hands, all the way back up to the shoulders. You're coming up your neck. Come to the jaw. Come to your lips, cheeks, cheekbones. Feel your nose, eyes, forehead, back of the head, ears, all the way to the top of the head. Now you're going to bring your breath back into the back of the throat. You're going to use this breath in the practice. So this breath is a bit stronger than from the nose in the back of the throat. From here, you can roll your shoulders a little bit under your back, lifting the heart a bit. We're going to take the right knee, you're going to pull it into your chest. We'll point and flex. Just lubricate the ankle. You're going to release that foot down. Let's grab the left side. Pull it in, point and flex. You're going to drop it down. We're going to engage the core. So there's 3 bandhas in the body. We're going to use mostly the Mula Bandha. This is it's Kegel muscle, or think of it as when you have to go to the bathroom, you squeeze your pelvic floor to hold the muscles here. So we're going to squeeze that. You're going to pull your knee in, flex your foot. You're going to bring your chin or forehead to your knee. Exhale, take it down. Left side, pull it in. Take it down. We're going to bring both knees in. And again, you're going to reach up, engaging your core. We're going to exhale, drop the feet. So we're going to do some pelvic tilts. The pelvic tilts, you're going to pull your hips in towards the ribs, engaging your core. And then exhale, you're going to push the hip bones forward, sliding on your sacrum like a bowl. Then you're going to pull the hips back into the ribs, engage. Exhale, release. And coming forward. And release. So you can play with the breath, inhaling or exhaling in either direction. But getting the sensation of moving the spine and engaging the lower abdomen. We're going to take it back to neutral. You're going to lengthen your legs out. So we're going to start to move the hips, moving the SI joint. So hands beside you, or you're going to reach your arms up over top. What we're going to do, you're going to push your left foot down, reaching your left arm up. We're going to switch sides, push the right, reach your right arm. And we're just going to go back and forth, breathing. So if this is painful, if your hips are sore, it can be quite painful. Just make a smaller movement. You can stay with the pelvic tilting. Beautiful. Relax the hips. You're going to release the arms. We're just going to rock those knees side to side. You're loosening up your back. And from here, roll over to a side. You're going to push all the way up. You're going to grab your blanket or your felt pad. We're going to roll it up. We're going to put it under the shoulder blades. So you're going to put it up where the top of the shoulder blades are, and your head is going to rest on the chip block. So it's just going to lift your shoulders up a bit. If the chip block is too low for your back, then you can use the regular block here if you need your head up a little bit higher. We're going to grab a strap. And we're going to start to work our shoulders. We'll take the arms wider than shoulder distance apart. And from here, we're going to just start to lubricate the shoulder joints. So as you come over, you're lengthening. Keep a little hollow in your armpit. Beautiful. We're going to bring the arms a little closer together, shoulder distance apart. Same thing. So we're coming over. And just feel, maybe if you have a shoulder tighter, any sensations, if there's any pain, and you're going to breathe through that, trying to move your breath, your prana, into all parts of your body. Beautiful. So from here, let's bring those hands right together, and we're coming over. On this next one, we're going to leave the arms right overhead. So if your hands aren't touching the floor, you can take the block, put this under your hands. If your shoulders are okay to take the stretch without the support, you can leave the arms over. What I want you to do is you're going to pull your ribs in a bit and round the outsides of your arms. We're going to take 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Exhale. Releasing. Roll over. You're going to take your chip block out and you're going to take your felt pad out. We're going to work a bit into the hips. So you're going to grab your block. This comes between your legs. You're going to bend the arms. Fingertips are coming up to the ceiling. So you're going to use your elbows. They're right beside your ribs to help strengthen your back. You're engaging your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor, keeping the hips strong. Feet are hip distance apart, toes straight ahead. Here we go. You're going to lift up with the hips. You can roll the shoulders under a bit. You're going to push into your elbows. Relax the buttocks a bit. Exhale, take it down. We're going to do 3. Lifting up, push into the elbows. Squeeze your block. Exhale. Inhale, toes are open. And release. One more time. Here we go. Lifting. And release. We're going to take the block out. We're going to do 3 more without the block. So you're going to lift up, push into the arms, root into your feet, soften the buttocks a bit. Exhale, down. 2. And 1 more. 3, lifting. Exhale. We're going to take a little break here. You're going to bring your feet together into Supta Baddha Konasana. If your hips are sore, place the blocks under your hips. You can rest your hands on your belly or beside you. And we'll just take about 5 breaths here. Slowly closing those legs together. So we're going to do 1 more round. You're going to take your strap, your rope, your string. We're going to bring the knees or the feet hip distance apart. So legs are not right together. It's got to be tight enough that you can put pressure on the strap. You're bending the elbows again. You're tucking the shoulders. When you're ready, open your toes. You're going to lift the hips. You're going to push into your elbows. Soften your buttocks. Exhale, release. 3 times. Inhale, reaching up. Soften the buttocks. You can put pressure on the strap, strengthening the hips. And 1 more time, lifting up. And exhale, release. From here, you're going to take your strap out. We're going to roll over to the side. We're going to come into a forward bend. Let's take the blanket on your felt pad. Put a block under those knees. So you got a little bend in the knees so you can relax over your legs without too much strain. You're going to just start to open the back. You're going to relax here, soften your shoulders. Take a few breaths. Inhale, we're going to reach up. We're going to take it into a twist. So left hand to your right knee. You're going to reach your heart up. You're going to pull your belly in, drop the shoulders, look to the back of the room. Exhale, we're going to change sides. Grab your knee, lift your heart, drop the shoulders, your belly's in. And exhale, we're going to fold back over the legs. And inhale, rising up. We're taking our block out. We're going to make our way all the way up to standing. So from here, we're going to start to do a bit of shoulder opening. You're going to take your right hand, you're going to slip it behind your back. Left hand faces forward. You're going to pull that right arm back behind you. You're going to drop the shoulder into the body. You're going to breathe here. We're going to take another deep breath. From here, we're going to open up the neck. So open your toes, root into your feet, engage your core, and you're going to tuck your jaw and drop your ear to the left. Take a deep breath here. And inhale, rising up. We're going to switch sides. So pulling that arm, just be careful with your shoulder. Relax the shoulder, ribs are in, feet are rooted. Staying here. Tuck your jaw in. And let's drop over. Take one more breath. Exhale, releasing. From here, we're going to sit back into the heels. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, toes are straight ahead. We're going to work into the buttocks. You're going to sit down as if you're coming in a chair. You're going to engage your pelvic floor, and then you're going to reach your strap up, and you're going to look up to your strap. Let's take another breath here. And inhale. We're going to rise up. Release. We're going to take the strap right over your head. So lifting the strap up. And from here, you're going to root your feet. You're going to pull your ribs in. Engage your pelvis. Lift the arms. And then put a slight movement of the outside of the arms forward. Bringing the arms back. As if you're in handstand. Exhale, releasing the arms. Roll them on your back, soften them. Then from here, we're going to do a little stretch behind. So arms again, they're shoulder distance apart. You're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together. And from here, you're going to start to reach the arms behind you. There can be a slight bend in the elbows. You've got to pull your ribs in. Get rooted into your mat and just lift the shoulders, squeezing them together. Take another breath. Exhale. Release. We're going to roll the shoulders on your back. And then soften. So from here, we'll take a block. We're going to come towards the wall. From here, we're going to open the hips a little bit more. So you're going to walk out from the wall a bit, say about 2 feet or so, toes straight ahead. We're just going to do a little bit of a flow, so you're going to pull your core in, shoulders on your back, and pull your ribs in as well, so you can stretch into the muscles and not hang in the spine. So we're going to inhale, we're going to flow, we're going to come 5 times. On the last one, you're going to try to reach for the wall. If you can actually touch the wall, touch it. If not, don't worry about it. Engage your core. You're going to start to push the hips out to the side. Get that nice stretch in the hips. Maybe look up to the ceiling. And exhale. Release. We're going to switch sides. And let's begin to flow. Core's in, ribs in, feet are rooting. We're inhaling, coming over to the wall. 5 times. Last one. Core is in. You can start to push the hips out from the wall. That nice stretch, strong legs. Exhale, releasing. Roll the shoulders on the back. So from here, we're going to come into a shoulder stretch against the wall. So we're going to do one arm at a time. This is a real deep shoulder stretch. So forearm is against the wall, elbow to your wrist. It's straight up and down. Elbows at the height of your shoulder. You're going to root the insides of your hands in. From here, start to slide that elbow down. Hips are coming back. Other arm is supporting you. When you get here, you're gonna pull the ribs in, and then you can start to bring those hips back. And you're gonna start to feel a beautiful stretch in the shoulder. Keep rooting the inside of your hand. Don't let the elbow come out. Inhale, rising up. We're gonna take it to the opposite side. Elbows on the wall, palms on the wall. Again, slide that elbow down. You're gonna start to walk the hips back. Left arm supports, hips come back, ribs are tucked in, supporting the spine. And inhale, rising up. If you'd like, you can roll the shoulders on the back again. From here, we're going to move into a forward bend, getting a deeper hamstring stretch. So your first option, toes again, straight ahead, toes are open. You can just place your elbows. If you can get deeper, maybe you're going to use this block, and you're going to use the block to help support you. So your feet are out from the wall, so your sit bones are leaning against the wall. Knees are soft. You're going to start to relax the head. If you can start to lift those sit bones up the wall. Relax your shoulders. Take about 3 breaths. And inhale, soften your knees, round your back, engage your core, come all the way back up to standing. From here, we're going to work a warrior one on the wall. So left foot comes forward, right foot comes back. Line up those heels, hips are straight ahead. You're going to bend into your front knee, hands reach for the wall, drop your shoulders. Now you're going to root the outside of your back foot, bend deeper. From here, engage your pelvic floor, lift the belly button, looking up to the ceiling, or maybe you're going to reach your arms up, looking up to your hands. Find stability, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, we're going to get deeper in the hamstrings. You're going to send the hips back, the tip of the head's coming forward. Root the front foot into the floor, and the left hip is coming back. Inhale, rising up. We're going to switch sides. Line your heels up. Rooting the outside of the back foot into the floor as the front knee bends forward. Hips straight ahead. Hands to the wall. Shoulders relaxed. Looking up, staying here. Lift the hands. Belly button is lifting. Finding strength in the hips. Exhale, we're going to release. Let's take it forward. Tip of the head's coming to the wall. Right hip is coming back. Big toe rooting into the floor. Inhale, we're rising up. Stepping up. All right, so now we're going to do a balance. So if you do have a block, you can use your block for a balance. Okay, so from here, let's step your right foot up. Stay here. Holding the wall, maybe you can release the wall. You can take your toes to your ankle, maybe into the calves. So you're going to work that balance, trying to release the wall. If you find your balance, hands are coming to the heart. If you're feeling strong and focused, you're going to reach your arms up. Once you do that, you're going to root into your standing leg, tuck the tailbone, reach your sternum, and exhale, release, come down. We're just going to step it up on the block 3 times, so just strengthening the hip, creating movement. So you can use the wall, or you can choose not to, lifting, flex your foot, step it down. Here we go. One more time. exercises. You can do more of them. You have the exercises and you can work with them. So we're working balance on this side. You're staying here, working your balance. Or you can take your toes to your ankle. Or you can release the wall. Feet can come up higher. Rooting into your standing legs. Sternum is lifting. Maybe you're going to reach up. Oh. Lengthen through the spine. Find your breath. And exhale. Like a stone. We're going to release. We're going to come up on the block 3 times, lifting the knee. Goes like this. Take it down. And 3. Take that down. Releasing. We're going to come back to the mat. Come onto your knees. We're going to come onto the belly. From here, we're going to move into Sphinx. So, elbows are coming under the shoulders. You're going to root the insides of your hands in. I engage my buttocks to strengthen the lower back. From here, you're going to pull the elbows back. You're going to lift your heart, look up to the ceiling, opening the upper back. Exhale. We're going to release down. From here, we're going to work the back a bit. Extend your left arm and right leg is going to reach up. So first, you're going to lengthen opposite directions, then you're going to lift. Take a breath. Exhale. Relax. We're going to switch sides. Here we go. Lengthen. Lift. Relax. Releasing. So we're going to come back into Sphinx, what we did before, or you're going to move into a cobra. Cobra is like this. You're going to take your hands beside the chest. Open your fingers wide. Elbows are squeezing in. You're going to root your pelvis into your mat. You're going to lift your heart using the back. If you're going to come up higher, elbows squeeze in. Push your hands forward. And maybe you're going to look up towards the ceiling. Deep breath. Exhale. One more time. We're going to come into our half Shalabhasana. So you're going to reach your left arm, right leg reaches. Lengthen opposite directions. Lift, engage. Opposite side. Lengthen, lift, engage. Exhale. Release. Take a breath there. Inhale. Coming all the way back up, you're going to scooch your legs through. We're going to move into a Janu Sirsasana. If your leg is floating quite high, take a block, put it under your knee. You can also sit on the chip block or anything that resembles that to help get your hips up so you can use your back. From here, we're going to take our strap to the ball of your foot. Elbows are coming in beside the body. You're going to lengthen your heart. Looking towards your toes. So your belly is coming to your quadricep. You're going to open the back of the neck. Lengthen. Breathe here. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Rising up. Exhale, let's change sides. Get on those sit bones, or you're going to sit up on your chip block. You're going to place the strap on the ball of your foot. You're going to lengthen your heart, shoulders relax, flex your foot. From here, let's bring the heart towards the toes. Open the back of the neck. Breathing. Belly is coming to the quad. Inhale, rising up. do a little bit of core here. So you're gonna come onto your heels. You're gonna bring your hands together. You're gonna lift your heart. From here, you're gonna start to lean back, engage your pelvic muscles, your Mula Bandha. You're gonna lift your heart, lean back until you start to feel the work of your abdominals. Breathing here. We're gonna take one more breath. Inhale, rising up. We're gonna take it into Upavista Konasana. So, the hips tend to be rather tight. Again, you can use the chip block, which will help you to sit up a little straighter and give you length in your spine. So you can use your block for something to come towards, to reach towards. You want to think about the thighs rolling back and your belly is rolling towards the floor. The heart is reaching forward. The shoulders relax into the body. We're just going to take 2 more breaths here. The feet are flexed and open. And inhale. We're rising all the way up. From here, grab under the legs. Place your feet down. Take your knees, rolling onto your back using your abdominals, or you're going to roll to the side, coming all the way onto your back. From here, we're just going to come into a figure 4, a hip stretch, just to end our practice today. So your ankle's coming over your thigh. You're going to flex your foot. It protects the knee. You're going to stay here breathing, trying to get the shin parallel to the chest. If you're quite open, maybe you can lift the knee, place it under the hamstring. Another option is you can use your block under your foot to get the leg a little bit closer towards the body. Exhale, releasing that foot. We're going to switch it to the opposite foot. So take that block where it's resting right under your foot comfortably. So you can start with the foot on the floor, cross, flex, engage, place your foot on the block. You're working to get the shin parallel to the body. Shoulders are relaxed, feet are flexed. Again, if you're more flexible, you can grab under the leg, working deeper into your buttocks. Palms rest to the floor.